Hey folks, welcome back to Triple Break Tennis. I'm Ace Love, and on today's episode of TBT, it's part 1, covering the forehand keys to the most accomplished tennis player who ever played the game, Roger Federer. So in this episode, we are talking about Roger's forehand keys. Now the goal of this episode is not to teach you to swing exactly like Roger. His height and weight and biomechanics are unique to him. Instead, we want to incorporate some of the things that he does really well into our swing. That's how he makes contact well in front and his open stance. Now this is the quality of the Zapruder film, I get it, but what a perfect example of what we just talked about. Look at how far in front Roger strikes that ball. Look at how he hits with an open stance. These are the things that give him the ability to hit with tremendous power by using an effortless swing. These are the things we will focus on in this episode. Alright folks, now in this clip we're going to see where Roger makes contact with the ball. Now I'm going to stop it here in a second so that you can see when he makes contact, his arm is completely out in front of him and his weight is completely behind him. That's going to have two effects. One, with his weight completely behind him, it's going to allow his legs to push against the ground and deliver all that power into the ball. And two, it gives him the ability to hit a consistent shot when it's that far in front of him. And this is not a new concept. Just take a look at this excerpt from a tennis magazine from the 1930s. In this magazine, the author extols the virtues of hitting the ball way out in front of you to ensure you have a consistent shot and you've delivered the maximum amount of power in each swing. Again, folks, look at how far in front Roger makes contact with that ball. The other added benefit is that with his weight that far behind him, he ensures that he swings from a stable base each and every time. He is rarely, if ever, off balance when he takes a swing. Let's talk about the stance. Roger uses a semi-open stance to hit his forehand. This allows for tremendous hip rotation, which creates speed and power as he hits all the way through the ball and rotates around his hips across his body. Now take a look at this graphic. This chart shows the stances used in today's game by right-handed hitters hitting a forehand. From left to right, the closed stance and neutral stance are still primarily used for a right-handed hitter hitting down the line. But the semi-open stance and the open stance are used by many in the game, including Federer, to add power and add speed to their swing, enabling them to hit completely through the ball and across their body. It's one of the ways in which the modern forehand has changed the game. As we wrap up this episode, I'll leave you with some clips to keep a couple of points in mind. When Roger hits his forehand, he typically hits it from an open stance. There's a couple of reasons for this. One, it's a time saver. And two, it enables him to rotate his torso faster than he normally would if he was hitting from a closed stance. He makes contact with the ball routinely well in front of his body. This ensures with his weight behind him, he hits from a stable base and puts the maximum amount of power into that shot each time. Thanks for watching part 1 of Keys to Federer's Forehand. This is Triple Break Tennis. Love the pursuit.